Hey kids, I have the sneaking suspicion that you took a nap today and are therefore still awake. As a result, I'm offering you a special treat. This doesn't happen all the time. This is a double story night. And for the second story, we're going to include some friends of the Space Bears in Space. These particular chronicles, which we will call supplemental chronicles to the Space Bears in Space, are about the adventures of Zippy and Zappy. These are Bumble Space Bee cadets. And I'm going to explain more about Zippy and Zappy. So just sit back, hold on, and don't go to sleep quite yet. This is a different set of chronicles, an amazing set of chronicles, something that was discovered long ago. So I'm going to have to read some of these. So I apologize for that. But you'll indulge me on this. And this is an exciting, supplemental story. So tonight's a special night. 2 stories, price of 1. Go to sleep. You get the idea. So, Princess, Pumbaa Bear, Black Sheep, and Big Chief, welcome to the adventures of Zippy and Zappy, Bumblebee Space Cadets. This is episode number 124. Not as many as the Space Bears you'll catch. It's 124. So, I'm going to have to read some of this. I apologize, because these chronicles were discovered in an old shoebox under some rubble in an empty lot in space. We interrupt your lovely day to update you on the progress of Zippy and Zappy as they head to lunch halfway through their first year at Space Bee Cadet Academy, or the BCAD, as it's known. Who are Zippy and Zappy? Well, as you may have missed some of the first 123 episodes because they were lost in the shoebox, perhaps a recap is in order so you may appreciate their current predicament. Zippy and Zappy, their brother and sister. Kind of interesting. Zippy is sweet and super speedy girl Bumblebee. And Zappy is slightly slower but slightly larger Bumblebee. Are siblings, brother and sister, if you will. They were born several long months ago, that's like 20 bee years for us humans, on the same day in the same tree in the same forest. It's actually a lovely green forest struck in between 2 enormous mountains on the continental island of Patmos. Patmos Island. The most lovely and largest island of the water planet Ippus. It's a water planet, big giant globe of water. Ippus. And is positively buzzing with bee business and recreation every direction that one can possibly see. For you see, the water planet Ippus and the continental Patmos Island were the capital of the Intergalactic Bee Federation. You didn't know about this, probably. A union of bee planets that govern the universe with justice and lots of honey for the benefit of God's creatures everywhere. And the most exciting, most interesting job a young bee could get was as a space bee. In other words, a space bee cadet. Intrepid space bee adventurers went on space bee missions into the deepest, darkest corners of the universe. Dangerous places sometimes, to discover new things, new people, places that had never seen honey, if you can imagine such a place. My dear reader, do you like honey? I love honey. Everyone likes honey. It lasts forever. For you see, the entire bee universe was a producer of honey, the most sweetest, loveliest, purest, most exquisite honey you've ever heard of, tasted, or even imagined, if you've imagined honey. And like honey on earth, this honey was sweet forever and never went rotten or bad, even for thousands of years. Honey is amazing. It was said by the wise old bees that when you eventually go out old and passed on to the great hive beyond, you couldn't take your honey with you, but you could be ever sweeter because of the honey you left behind. Lovely thought. So making the best honey was the highest ambition of every bee, young and old. Which brings us back to Zippy and Zappy as they head to lunch at the BCAD, the BCAD Academy. That's known as the BCAD. You see, Zappy was mad, buzzing mad, you could say. You see, he had been in the middle of a batch of honey, really good stuff coming along, when Professor Snurdle had come along and totally chewed him out. Really buzzed him, you could say. Totally surprised and zapped Zappy right in the middle of making a batch of delicious honey, and it ruined the whole thing. Zappy was mad. You see, dear reader, Professor Snurdle was every bee cadet's nightmare. Tough, cruel, smart, and mad about everything. No one knew exactly why. Sometimes it was because he had lost a wing, or something terrible had happened in deep space with other space bees, but no one knew for sure. And all the bee cads knew is that they had to avoid Professor Snurdle, and even then he would sneak up on you and scare the living honey right out of you when you least expected it. He even seemed to enjoy it, knowing he had totally surprised the poor bee cadets, laughing as they scrambled and buzzed away. He was not a large bee, more scrawny and wiry, And his look was so mean and harsh and angular and rude that he could make most bee cadets wet their wings just by staring at them. A truly frightening bee. Come on, Zappy, take it easy, Zippy was trying to console her brother a bit. He does that to everyone, it's not just you. Don't take it personally. Oh no, Zappy responded. I'll show him. One day I'll get him back. That was my best honey so far, and he wrecked it right when I was almost done. What's his problem anyway, miserable old space bee? Look, Zappy, they've got some pollen cakes and chocolate-covered flowers over there. You love those. Relax. Let's eat. Those do look good, said Zappy. Okay. But this goes in my black bee book. Nobody wrecks my honey and gets away with it. Not even Professor Snurdle. Okay, Zappy, easy. Drink some pure spring water, said Zippy. Zippy and Zappy enjoyed a lovely lunch in the bee-cad cafeteria. Zappy cooled off. But they wondered, what happened to Professor Snurdle? For now, we leave our bee heroes and return you to your daily adventures, in this case, going to sleep, and activities. May you have a wonderful week and make honey in your own way, in your own house, in your own garden, in your own school, wherever you may be, in your own way. Tune in next time, dear reader, for another exciting episode of Zippy and Zappy, Bumblebee Space Cadets. That was episode number 124. You should be asleep right now. Bye.